I jokingly said in one of your previous appearances that you're like the Forrest Gump of Republican politics. You always show up in the picture, whether it's the Ken Starr investigation, Bush versus Gore, the Bush White House. You are the nominee of President Donald John Trump. This is a president who's shown us consistently that he is contemptuous of the rule of law. He has said and done things as president which we've never seen before in our history. He has dismissed the head of the Federal Bureau of Investigation when he wouldn't bend to his will. He harasses and threatens his own Attorney General on almost a daily basis in the exercise of his office. And I didn't vote for Jeff Sessions. But I have to tell you, there should be some respect, at least for the office that he serves in. And it's that president who's decided you are his man. You're the person he wants on the Supreme Court. You are his personal choice. So are people nervous about this? Are they concerned about it? Of course they are. You are aspiring to be the most decisive vote on the Supreme Court on critical issues.
And Judge Kavanaugh, with your nomination, the President has made it very clear that he's following through on his promises, and many of us feel he is. It seems that you may have intrigued him for another reason: your expansive view of executive power and executive immunity. You've taken the unorthodox position that presidents should not be burdened with a criminal or civil investigation while in office. This is now we have a president who has declared in the last 24 hours that the Department of Justice shouldn't prosecute Republicans. You know, it's Alice in Wonderland. And I find it difficult to imagine that your views on this subject escape the attention of President Trump, who seems increasingly fixated on his own ballooning legal jeopardy.
Tomorrow we'll hear a lot of confirmation etiquette. It's mostly a sham. You come before us nominated by a president named in open court as directing criminal activity and a subject of ongoing criminal investigation. You displayed expansive views on executive immunity from the law. If you are in that seat, sir, because the White House has big expectations that you will protect the president from the due process of law, that should give every senator pause. You know the game. In the Bush White House, you coached judicial nominees to just tell senators that they have a commitment to follow Supreme Court precedent.
I'm going to start by saying that the fact that there is so much angst over a single nominee, a single judicial nominee, tells you everything you need to know about why it is that we need judges, now more than ever, who are willing to read the law and interpret it based on what the law says rather than on the basis of something else.
And you've learned the respect of the Supreme Court. My Democratic colleagues can admit that you're actually a good judge and a good person as well. They have to turn the volume up to 11 and try to paint you as one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Anyone who actually knows you knows that's ridiculous. And the American people will see soon enough that you are a smart, decent, normal person who just so happens to have been nominated to the highest court in our land. Mr. Chairman, I think we ought to have this loudmouth removed. I mean, we shouldn't have to put up with this kind of stuff. I hope she's not a law student.